I want to read a tweet here from San Francisco Chronicle reporter Matt Kawahara. He says, I take it back. This game ended in a 14-14 tie. The A's and Reds combined for 29 hits and 16 walks. Here's the best part. It was over in 3 hours and 16 minutes. Now, I replied with, sorry, baseball purists, but the game needs this. And a bunch of people thought, well, the game needs ties? You're endorsing ties? I'm like, no. I'm endorsing the pace of that game. To have 28 runs, a billion hits, and to do it all in 3 hours and 16 minutes, that's usually like a 9-inning 2-1 game back in the day. So the pitch clock, whatever we're calling it, the pace clock, I guess we'll come up with the official name, or is it a timer? People don't like the word even clock in baseball. It is a clock, but I've been watching it. I saw the live stream, was it 2 days ago? Yesterday with the A's game. They were playing at home in Mesa, and it keeps the game moving. That clock keeps the game on a good pace, and it keeps every at-bat like a little bit on the edge of your seat. Look, baseball's meant to be a relaxing sport. And honestly, from the player perspective, baseball's meant to be like, however long it takes today, we're here to do a job. We'll finish when the job is finished. Players look at it that way. They never want to rush it, but I'm sorry. You have to look at this from the viability standpoint of baseball to the modern fan. I don't know that the modern fan with technology and options and choices, I don't know if somebody's paying attention to even 50% of a 3-hour and 42-minute game. Not maybe 50%, maybe 20%, maybe 10%. Maybe they're watching for 30 or 40 minutes of 3 hours and 40 minutes, and that's it. And maybe they're only watching once every couple days. And they're disinterested. And it's hard to really follow a baseball team and a season when you're just watching small chunks here and there. Now, I do realize people are checking out highlights and they're following on social platforms. So it's not like they're distanced from it. But if you can't really soak it up and enjoy it and watch it unfold live, and it just takes too long. I did the math probably a couple months ago about the pace of games. And if you add up the hours of games for every team in a season, right? Like I should say each team in a season. If your favorite team was a 30-minute sitcom, it translates to like 1,000 episodes of watching sitcoms for every baseball season. So if a new season of Ted Lasso came out, let's go Ted Lasso, and there were 1,000 episodes to sift through. First off, my wife would love it. And I mean, look, so would I. Let's be honest. Who wouldn't love more than just this final season of Ted Lasso? But I digress. But 1,000 episodes year after year, you'd never make it through. It's a lot. No, we're not here to say play less games. We're not here to say play less innings. We're not here to do that. We're just here to say, when you step in the batter's box, be ready to hit. And when you're on the mound getting your signs, be ready to throw the baseball in a specified amount of time. And there could still be a little bit of the cat and mouse game and the who's ready, I'm ready, there can still be a little bit of that. But my goodness, like the game needs this so bad. And I'll tell you this, final thought on this. It's a trip that baseball within the last 5 years has put a courtesy runner on second base in extra innings and now has a clock for pitchers to deliver the baseball. I mean, think about all I'm only 40, 41, almost 42, but I can only take it back to the 80s, 90s, 2000s. None of those decades would have ever tolerated this. It just goes to show you, baseball does realize that its customers, its fan base, is going to be better tuned for this. They're not experimenting with this. They know exactly what is needed here and what they need to do. So I wish them the best with it.